A domestic incident leads to a shooting followed by a tense standoff. Campbell County Chief Deputy Aaron Evans tells WLAF that in the initial stages of the investigation, it appears that a possible domestic-related incident in North Campbell County winds up with one person being shot. Evans goes on to say that around 7 o'clock yesterday evening, Chris Zucchini arrived at the Jellicoe Community Hospital with gunshot wounds. Zucchini was soon flown to the UT Medical Center at Knoxville, said to be suffering from life-threatening wounds to his upper body. Jellicoe police, along with the sheriff's deputies, went to the home of Stephen Zucchini at 275 Brick Plant Lane in Jellicoe. That's where a standoff was developing when Zucchini, who was not responding to outside requests and instructions from law enforcement, the sheriff's special weapons and tactics team, which includes a trained negotiator, arrived to defuse the situation. After several tense moments, 48-year-old Stephen Zucchini peacefully surrendered and then was taken into custody. He remains in the county jail facing attempted murder charges. From the scene, Campbell County Sheriff Robbie Goins states to WLAF that he's very proud of the outcome that resulted in the arrest of the suspect. The sheriff adds that he is thankful that all involved were able to successfully accomplish this call and incident with all our people as well as the suspect unharmed and safe. Goins says that it is his prayerful hope that every call or incident that we service, that our deputies and anyone else involved leave and go home or go to jail safely. At last check, Chris Zucchini underwent surgery and is now being treated in the critical care unit at UT Medical Center. Ex-La Follette Police Michael Shane Baker, age 39, who was indicted in July on 44 felony counts of child sex crimes, turned himself in this morning to Claiborne County Sheriff's Office. Baker was indicted by the Campbell County Grand Jury on July 11th. The charges include 22 counts of especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor and 22 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. Baker had worked for the department from May of 2010 until he was fired in June of 2012 when the investigation began. La Follette Police Chief Jimmy Jeffries says he's happy that Baker is in custody and he's happy that Baker's arrest ended without incident. Jeffries is saying that is adamant in saying that there are some things in life we do not do, especially police officers, and the crimes Baker committed are worthy of prison time. Jeffries thanks his department as well as Sheriff David Ray and his officers with the Claiborne County Sheriff's Department. Last Friday and Saturday, a good time was had by all at the Sounds Like Home and the Louie Bluey Festival. Friday night, Dale Ann Bradley and Steve Gully and the Pinnacle Mountain Boys entertained a packed crowd. And then on Saturday, the weather cooperated and a large crowd enjoyed the day with several stages of music, including the WLAF Community Stage, which featured the Cider Farm and Home Show, starring the Morning and the Gloryland Boys, closing the show. There were lots of food and craft vendors to enjoy also. This year's festival had a large crowd of people from all around the country. Now we can start looking forward to next year, and if you were there, you missed it. We appreciate all of you who come and supported the program and enjoyed all of the entertainment. The wait's over. Today signaled a milestone at Terry's Pharmacy. Your locally owned pharmacy pulled the curtain on its new drive-through window. Owner, Dr. Rissa Price, tells WLAF that all the work that began back in the summer culminated this morning with the opening of the new addition, and that she's thrilled to be able to offer this extra service to all her patients. Terry Ratcliffe, the pharmacy's namesake and previous owner, was the first person through the drive-thru. WLAF Radio broadcasts live from Terry's Pharmacy this morning. And tomorrow night, the Follett City Council meets at 6 o'clock, and WLAF will have that story for you on Wednesday. That's the news today. Stand by. We've got a rather long press release from the Sheriff's Department coming up after this. And taking a look at that press release from the weekend, 42 people were booked in to the Campbell County Jail since Friday. April Dawn Allen, 32, of Davis Road, La Follette, for theft of property under $500. 35-year-old Roger Scott Billingsley of Demery Road, La Follette, for domestic assault of a juvenile and child abuse and neglect. 54-year-old Delora Book of Clinton entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. Erica Brooke Bowling, 28, of Fountain Lane, La Follette, for second offense DUI, possession of a Schedule II and Schedule IV controlled substance. Tony B. Bramlett, 41, of Williamsburg, for driving while revoked or suspended, fifth offense, possession of a suspended license, and on a capious bench warrant. 37-year-old Eric James Brandenburg of Sunset Drive, La Follette, driving while revoked, violation of the seatbelt law, and violation of the light law. Michael Ryan Bruce, 34, of Justice Lane in La Follette, for violation of probation. Joshua E. Chambers, 24, of West Hemlock Street, La Follette, 2 counts of a capious bench warrant, felony evading arrest, driving while revoked, felony reckless endangerment, violation of the light law, and possession of a lead drug. Ricky Dwayne Cook Jr., 47, of Alley Lane in Jacksboro, entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. 18-year-old Thomas Dolcrow of Spruce Lane in Caryville, for underage consumption of alcohol and possession of a Schedule II controlled substance. Derek Keith Davis, age 30, of Pinecrest Road in Jacksboro, for aggravated burglary and theft of property between $10,000 and $59,000. Zachary Shane Tyler Davis, 22, of Republican Hill Road in Newcomb, doing 110 in a 45-mile zone, felony evading arrest, drag racing, and no motorcycle license. 45-year-old Marcia Ellen Farmer of East Hemlock Street, La Follette, for violation of probation. Justin Drew Foster, 25, of Hines Creek Road in High School, for aggravated assault by domestic violence and domestic violence by assault. 27-year-old Sherman Douglas Gibson of Sagefield Drive, La Follette, violation of probation. Victor Lee Henderson, 19, of Toe String Road in Jacksboro, for failure to maintain the lane, violation of the light law, and no driver's license. 32-year-old Loretta L. Heron of Knoxville, for theft of property under $500. Kenneth Dwayne Jordan, 29, of West Walden Street, La Follette, possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and driving on a revoked or suspended license, sixth offense. 65-year-old Lonnie Wayne Justice of Jellicoe entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. Terry Kennedy, 55, of Harmon Lane in Caryville, for aggravated assault. 26-year-old Howard Stephen King of Archer Center Lane in Clarefield, for violation of probation, resisting a stop, frisk, halt, search order, evading arrest, resisting arrest, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Henry J. Lawson, 58, of Williamsburg, entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. 43-year-old Marshall David Lawson of Patty Hill Road, Caravel, on an attachment for child support. Antonio Linton, 34, of Wills Lane in La Follette, for domestic assault. 37-year-old Darrell S. Morgan of Jellicoe for misuse of 911. Sean Ryan Morris, 21, of Dogwood Drive, La Follette, for doing 110 in a 45-mile zone, evading arrest, drag racing, violation of the Tennessee financial law, and no motorcycle license. Marvin Lynn Moyers, 27, of Lynch Hollow Road, La Follette, for vandalism over $500, evading arrest, filing a false report or bomb threat, and assault. Dusty A. Napier, 31, of Rose Hill Drive, La Follette, entered the jail to serve court-imposed time. 23-year-old Christopher Ryan Phillips of West Walden Street, La Follette, on a KPS bench warrant. Melanie Jo Phillips, age 20, of Ridner Lane, Jacksboro, for underage consumption of alcohol. 39-year-old Steve Allen Phillips of Ridge Road, Caravel, for possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, promotion of meth manufacture, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Teddy Ray Rice, Jr., 26, of Sawmill Circle, La Follette, for theft of property between $1,000 and $9,999. 28-year-old Donald Joe Ridner of West Walden Street, La Follette, on 2 KPS bench warrants. Nelson E. Shaw, 48, of Long Harbor Road, La Follette, for violation of the light law, violation of the Tennessee financial law, and driving while revoked. Johnny Patton Silcox, 48, of East Hemlock Street, La Follette, habitual motor vehicle offender. 40-year-old Brian Lynn Sipos of Kilgore Circle, La Follette, on a KPS bench warrant. Michael Anthony Tackett, age 40, of Park Place Road in Caravel, for DUI. 28-year-old James Allred Truitt, Jr., of Case Springs Road, Jacksboro, for contributing to a minor and on a KPS bench warrant. Ed Wall, Jr., 29, of Kyle Street, La Follette, for domestic assault. 26-year-old Andrea Elaine Wallace of Pleasant Lane, La Follette, for driving while revoked and an attachment for child support. Caitlin Jean Willoughby, 22, of Linden Circle, La Follette, on 2 KPS bench warrants. And last today, Steve Warren Zucchini, 48, of Brick Plant Lane in Jellicoe, for attempted second-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and possessing a firearm in commission of a felony. And that's our news for this Monday. Thank you for joining us, and stay with us, and be sure to join us again tomorrow.
Good Monday evening, Campbell County. Jason Shockley here with you for your WLAF and Eastside Pizza and Deli Birthday and Anniversary Club. We have no anniversaries to announce today, so we'll go straight into our birthdays. We have 3 to announce for today. Alvin James, Andrew Bean, and Shirley Sapansky celebrating birthdays today. I want to wish each and every one of you a happy birthday and hope that you enjoy your special days. I want to remind everyone out there listening that each of those names is now eligible for this Friday's drawing for 2 free dinners to Eastside Pizza and Deli. It's not too late. You can call us, email us, or fax us. Be eligible for that drawing this Friday and get your birthdays and anniversaries announced right here on TV Channel 12 and Radio 1450. We thank you for tuning in and invite you to stay tuned. Your news continues after this.